Good morning, everyone. I am currently eating breakfast. It is just after 7. Today we are going to Grundarfjordur. We don't make it there until 12, and there's not a lot to do on the ship this morning. Technically there is, because there's morning trivia at 9:30 and then bingo at 10 or 10:30 or something. But there are tender tickets, and I want to get in line, so I'm in the first or second group because we have a non-NCL shore excursion at 1:30, and so I might go see how long the line is right after breakfast. You can start getting tickets at 10, and last time I got there over an hour early, and I was the 5th person in line, and so more people continued to get there throughout the day, or throughout the morning, throughout the hour before it opened. And so I don't know how early people are going to get there this morning. For Kirkjufell, the tickets were from 8 to 10, and so not everybody got up at 8 o'clock, but since they don't start till 10, I feel like most people will be getting up at that time. So that's what I'll be doing this morning. I got to the bus lounge just after 7:30. Ticket distribution didn't start till 10. There was already 5 people in front of me, and so we waited 2.5 hours, got group 1. It's all good. There was a super long line after probably like 300 people waiting, and then last time we also got group 1, so I'm like, what's like stopping anyone from like just using those tickets, because they didn't collect them? But these tickets are yellow and our other tickets were white, so that's how they differentiate. Tendering has just started. We are number 1. We are about to make our way down, but while we were on the balcony we saw 5 or 6 dolphins, and it was just so cool, and it was just totally by chance, and we saw them move over, and that was just a lot of fun to watch that with our neighbors. There it is! There it is! There's 2 of them!
Good eyes.
I literally just saw the fins go up. It is just after 12, and our tour doesn't start till 1:30, and our bus is not here yet, so we are going to go do some exploring. So I think we've gone to the only 2 souvenir shops, and then unique handmade crafts and gifts is 10. Where's number 10? Okay. Laundry. Oh, Icelandic candy. Where's 13? 13. We are currently on our way to find the store that has traditional Icelandic candy. We could not find the Icelandic candy here. I don't even know if we were going the right way, and then we turned around and I'm still not sure if that was the right way. So we have other places we can find Icelandic candy, either in Reykjavik or Akureyri or Kirkjufell, lots of places. What we are going to do now is we are walking back to the ship, and we are going to sit and wait for our tour. So I didn't really know where to go because our tour bus wasn't here, but that bus just right there is the Snaffleness tour bus office, where you can go book a tour, but all of them are sold out for today. And so I asked the security guard, I'm like, I just go in there, and he's like, yeah, I'll walk with you. So like, people here are really, really nice. And then the lady checked me in for the tour and gave us our tickets, and she told us the bus will be here in about 15 to 20 minutes. So I can give a better update of what we are doing. We're going with Snaffleness Excursions, and this is where we're going. We're going to Kirkjufell. It's 3.5 hours, and then we're going to Arnastapi, which that looks really cool. I think it's some kind of beach. And then we're going to this place. I don't know if it's focusing or not. And that might be some lava castles. stop at some kind of beach area. We have about half an hour here, and then we're just gonna look at the map to see what our options are. Time to walk to the 30-minute place or the 150-minute place, so we'll do the 2-minute place, okay? Is that okay? And then there's something down there, so we could always go down there after. But just to the rocks, I think the thing says takes 4 minutes. So here's the sign. The beach and the lagoon. So maybe just 4 minutes, I think. Not too sure. I just know that I have time to walk down here, so I'm gonna do it. This has been really cool. I was not expecting that on this tour at all. It was so amazing, so incredible. Highly recommend. This that we're just at was called Black Beach, and now we are at Honest Valley, and this has sea cliffs and coastal views. You want to look out the side? This is also a really neat place. We just only have half an hour here, and there were lots of people in that area, and there's lots of different paths you can take. But I still want to check out the cafe and whatever else there is here, so I only stopped at the one stop, but you could easily spend about an hour or even more here. There's paths that go this way, and then paths that go that way. I just went straight. So I got a piece of salted caramel cake. 20 minutes here, and there is Mount Kirkjufell, and then we are going to walk towards the waterfall. And there is Mount Kirkjufell in the background, and Game of Thrones actually filmed using that mountain. Go down all the way to the bottom of the waterfall. Some people did, but you could have a really good view just from the side. If we would have had more time here, I would have gone down to the bottom. After we got back on the ship, we went for dinner. That was one of the best meals I've ever had on Norwegian. All of them were really good, but this one was just excellent. And then we went to get our new room cards for the next cruise. And then we went to the shore excursions desk to hopefully get the tour we wanted for Isafjordur. We want to go to Vigor Island, but if not, we've picked our second choice, which is life or culture and history of Isafjordur, something like that. And then we went back to our room, sat on the balcony, and we had to say goodbye to our neighbors since they're leaving tomorrow, and that was really sad. I'm gonna miss them, but we're connected on Facebook, so we'll still stay in touch. They were really nice and really sweet. And then after that, I waited a few minutes until 7:30 because I have told you that I won $4 on my instant win, so I went to go get the $4. There it is. And now I'm just going to go up to my room and just chill out for a bit. There is a movie on tonight in the theater. It's called Conclave. Sorry, not the right floor. And I think it's about like choosing the new pope or something. I just had stuff to do this evening, so it didn't work out for me to go. And our tour meeting point tomorrow is at 6:30 a.m. in Reykjavik, so I also don't want to stay up too late tonight either. But I also just want to talk about Grundarfjordur for a few minutes. There's not a lot to do in the town. It's just a small town of 900 people. So if you go to Grundarfjordur, you really need to have a plan of what you're gonna do. If you just decide, oh, I'm gonna get off the ship and just walk around, and you have no idea what's there, you're gonna be disappointed. Like you saw today, we booked an excursion. Sorry, I just walked up a bunch of stairs. But our cabin neighbors, who I said goodbye to, they just walked around. They had a plan of what they wanted to do. They walked all the way to Kirkjufell and the waterfall, and they said there were like a whole bunch of nice waterfalls all along the way. They said it was about 5 miles round trip, and then they had specific things that they wanted to do in town, and they said they really enjoyed their day, but they had a plan, so they knew what they were doing. So my advice is that if you go to Grundarfjordur, make sure you have a plan of what you want to do. We went with Shore Excursions group, like I said, through Snaffleness Excursions, and the first tender group of people that we were in and other tenders, they went right to the Snaffleness tour bus wanting to book a tour, and they were all sold out. So like I said, make sure you have a plan, make sure you have a tour. If you are unable to get anything, I would really recommend hiking to Mount Kirkjufell and the waterfall. I did see people climbing up Mount Kirkjufell, but it's very steep. So if you don't have a lot of walking ability, that wouldn't be an option for you. There are buses that take you to Mount Kirkjufell for a fee, so that is an option. I would say you need about, if you just want to do the waterfall, you would say need about 20 to 30 minutes for the waterfall and mountain, and if you want to climb up the mountain, you need a lot longer. That's only for actually being there. It will take a while to walk and walk back. So I hope that answers any of your questions that you have about Grundarfjordur, and I can't wait to take you guys along tomorrow when I do the Golden Circle tour in Reykjavik.